Hey guys, I'm Adam from Top Dog, and that's my good buddy Loki there in the middle. We're making Loki's go home video now. Madison is going to be the one doing the work with him, and I'm going to be explaining what Madison's doing while she's doing it. That way you have something you can reference back to and remind yourself about as you come back and rewatch this every now and then to make sure that you're being consistent with Loki's commands. If you're not consistent with him at home, he's not going to be consistent with you. First thing we're going to talk about is our let's go command. When Madison says let's go, it's basically a game of follow the leader. We want Loki to then start following Madison's lead, walking around with her, going where she's going, and not trying to take the lead himself. Loki, his leash manners when he first got here, he liked to really try to take the lead. He would pull on us, yank on us a whole bunch, go try to check out every little thing, and now he's doing much better at making sure that he is following us instead of the other way around. Now, as Madison takes off, like I said, she says the words, let's go, and that means it's time to follow me. Then there's three things that she does with Loki to make sure that Loki understands that she is the leader. If you don't look the part of being the leader, your dog's not going to take you seriously. So those three things, if you pay attention to Madison, she's walking with her eyes up, her body language is very calm and relaxed, and she's got the proper leash length. She doesn't have a real tight leash. She's not trying to choke hold him in a position or anything. It's got a nice little dip to it there. So then when you're doing that, your dog should be able to handle all kinds of things. Should be able to handle you speeding way up. So speed up for me, Madison. He should match her pace. So he's lagging a little bit behind. He doesn't like this warmer weather. He should be able to handle slowing way down. That's a tough one for him. He doesn't like it when we slow down, but he's getting much better. Very nice. Checking in with Madison. That's what we like to see. And he should be able to handle all kinds of turns. You've already seen Madison doing lots of turns and stuff like that already. So, again, it's a game of follow the leader. I want you to imagine that Madison has a hula hoop glued to her leg. Loki should be hanging out in that hula hoop the whole time while they're out for a walk. When we're ready to take a break, we simply tell Loki free, and then he's free to be a dog. He doesn't have to hang out in that loop anymore. He can go sniff around. He can go stretch. He can go do whatever he wants. He is allowed to be a dog at that point. The second thing that we want to go over is the place command. And what's going to happen is Madison's going to walk him up to his bed and tell him place. Place means you have to go to your bed and you have to stay there regardless of what else is going on around you, okay? So again, all four paws have to go there. Now, he's allowed to sit down, stand up, turn around, lay down, do whatever he wants, so long as all four paws are staying on that bed. Now, in order for him to continue improving, there's these 3 D words that we want you to focus on. And those 3 D words are first, distance. So distance is just being able to put some distance between you and your dog, being able to walk away from him, and your dog to understand that even though you're getting farther away from him, they still have to stay on place. Second is distractions. Now, if you heard in the background just now, he's got some decent distractions going on because there's some people walking back and forth behind the camera. If you heard that squeaky door just now, that's a good distraction for him. You heard his ears perk up. Madison is also throwing in some artificial distractions for him, throwing some stuff around. And there he made a little mistake. So notice how Madison uses her body language to correct him. She just steps in front and basically she's kind of like a bouncer at the bar saying, nope, you're not allowed to get up right now. So again, all kinds of distractions you can do. Ringing the doorbell, having people walking around, throwing out toys, all that kind of stuff just helps him to understand it doesn't matter what's going on around him, he still needs to stay on place. Now, the third part of the No Free Lunch program is exactly what he's practicing right now. Third part of the place command is exactly what he's practicing right now, and that is duration. So he's just having to stay there even if we make him do it for 10, 15, 20, or even longer amounts of time than that. I can't remember what his record is right now. What's his record, Madison?
It's 25 to 30.
So about 25 to 30 minutes is his current record with us. But you should try to break that record at home. We don't want that to be his best. Today should be so far from his best day. We want him to continue to improve and get better and better at home as he goes. Again, when we're ready to let him get up, we're going to tell him F-R-E-E, and that means he's allowed to take a break. Again, on these hotter days, he's definitely a little bit lower energy. Next, we've got our come command. So what's going to happen here is Madison's going to let him get a little distracted, not paying attention to her. And then she's going to call him. And the way that she calls him is very significant. I want you guys to listen closely. She's always going to call him the same way. His name first, followed by the word come. And when he arrives, he should do an automatic sit when he gets there. So again, she's just going to wait until he's not paying attention, like right now.
Loki, come.
He comes. He's going to get in that sit. Oh, he made a little mistake. Again, a little correction there. There we go. Good. And then he stays in that sit until Madison releases him. Perfect. Next, we've got our sit command. Now, Loki already kind of had sit down when he got here, so what we've been working on a lot is having him understand that when we ask him to sit, he needs to stay seated until we tell him that he's allowed to get up again. So Madison's going to get him in a sit. He is really tired today, man. He's normally so much faster about his sits and his recalls, but again, when dogs are tired, we cut them a little bit of slack, and a lot of the dogs are not used to how fast this summer caught up with us here, so this is a hot, humid day today, so we're not going to be too hard on him for being a little slow on his sit. But again, the main thing I want you to pay attention here is the fact that once he's seated, he stays seated, even though Madison's walking around him, she's being a distraction herself, and the fact that she's getting farther away and all that kind of stuff. So those same 3 Ds I talked about earlier, distance, distraction, duration, he still has to keep doing those things until Madison releases him. Good boy. And last, we want to talk about our wait command. This was a big one for us with Loki, too. When he first got here, when we were taking him out of his kennel and stuff like that, he'd try to bolt out on us a little bit. And so anytime he's coming out of his kennel or walking out of a doorway or anything like that, we want you to make sure that he waits politely. That's a respect command as well as a safety command. We don't want him bolting out of doors and gates and stuff. So Madison's going to walk up to that cone set up there, and we want you to pretend like that's the front door of your house and you're getting ready to go out for a walk. We want you to tell Loki to wait at the door. So you'll hear Madison nice and loud say, wait, and then she's going to go through the door, and Loki is not allowed to come through until after she says free. Now, Loki's allowed to sit down, stand up, turn around, lay down, whatever he wants. He just can't cross the threshold until Madison releases him. Perfect. And again, that's so important. Loki is such a strong dog. We don't want him busting the door open and giving somebody a black eye or something like that. Anyway, guys, we hope you'll come back and rewatch this video from time to time to remind yourselves about some of the things that Loki learned while he was here training with us. Again, it's so important that you're consistent with him, because if you're not consistent with him, we can't expect him to be consistent for you. I'm Adam from Top Dog. There's Madison. There's our handsome buddy Loki. Thanks for watching.